Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griffin Murphy with DocSports.com. You are tuned into the Dirty 630 show. Alongside me is Nick Menken. And as I mentioned, this is DocSports.com. The boys are back. It was a brutal week last week, but this is where you need to calm down. This is where everybody starts panicking when they're in drawdown. You need to relax, ladies and gentlemen. Stick to the system. Stick to the script. But with that being said, we did get rinsed that 9%, so we are back down in drawdown. It is Monday. This is where you refill your account and start back up. This system is all volatility. We attack that mask of risk to reward. As soon as we hit it, we take our profits, rinse it, repeat. So you know the system. So back to square even, fill that account up, whatever your 100% is, put your 100% in, and we restart the system going from there. But with that being said, this show is recorded Monday through Friday. We post the show at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And Nick, before we get any deeper, how'd you do over the weekend, and what do you got going on at the site?
Yeah, we were battling over the weekend, man. How about that Duke in Houston Cougars game? Duke up 6 points with 33 seconds left. Thought it was in the bag. I actually had Duke in that one. And then Houston, man, you got to tip your cap off to Calvin Sampson and what those boys did. Made a comeback, and they got the national championship here tonight. But we had a solid week, especially on the baseball diamond. Went 3-1 there over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. We're back here today with a 2-pack. We dropped our top play with the Dodgers, man. We had Glass now on the bump in yesterday's matchup, and he was fighting the clay, not the batter, so he only lasted 2 innings in that one. They lost to the Phillies, but we're looking to bounce back here on Monday, starting the week off right, and we got a 2-pack here in the NHL. We're passing on the NBA side of things since there's only 2 games, but we got 2-pack in both NHL and MLB. Griff, what do you got going on at the website tonight?
Yeah, man, it was an absolute brutal weekend for me. I even said it in my free play yesterday. I said, thank God this damn weekend is over because, I mean, when you want to talk about nothing going your way, nothing went my way this weekend. I had my MMA fight of the year. I was on like a 23-7 run in my last 30 fights, up over $10,000. Got the shit beat out of me, plain and simple, in that matchup. Straight loser on that. On top of that, I had a 7-unit to follow that play up on the MLB Diamond, and I got smoked on that play. This San Francisco Giants team, man, I had the Mariners over the Giants. This Giants team is no joke. They are
real deal
with barrels. They made some sensational moves during this offseason, picked up the bats. They were an under team all season long. They did exactly what they did at that front office, and this San Francisco Giants team is somebody to look out for. But with that being said, with today's aspect, I've got a 4-pack on MLB, 12 units loaded. I got 3 plays on the NHL ice, and I have 2 plays when it comes to NBA. I'm covering both of those NBA games tonight, both on my premium selections. On top of that, I do have a national championship side play as well. That's a 4-unit best bet. So we're across all cards today. We have selections across all cards. And just so you guys know, if you're new members of Doc Sports, head on over to DocSports.com/free60. Go grab yourself a free $60 account. You could use that free $60 on Nick's premium selections or my premium selections for absolutely free. So you guys can get in on our action on all of our premium selections over at DocSports.com for absolutely free. But with that being said, before we go any deeper, I want to let you guys know me and Nick are not side to side once again today. We walk into the office, and what the hell else is new? PC is completely broken. Have to go get a new PC. Not happy about it by any means. As you guys can tell, I'm a little pissed off right now, if you guys can't tell. But that doesn't matter when it comes to selecting winners. That's what we're here to do. We're gonna pull out some winners. We've already got them on tap. So, ladies and gentlemen, get fired up. Nick, hit them with the rules before we jump into the system.
Secret sauce. We're going to the Asian Zing here this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a week here. You know what the system is. 4 parlays in this system. We have 2 2-teamers, 1 3-teamer, and 1 Hail Mary parlay there. We will go off increments of $100, Griffin and I, but we know that you guys better be sticking to your wrist since day one. We had a bad week, yes, last week, but we will bounce back. This is a volatile system here. Griffin has explained it over and over again. And Griff, go ahead and explain our whale bet.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have said it was a terrible week, ladies and gentlemen. It was a terrible week across the boards. We got absolutely slaughtered on the Dirty 630 show. And this is where this is what else pisses me off right now, that we're not next to each other, because I really can't sit here and explain to you guys. This is when everybody hits panic mode. Nick and I have been running this system for over 12 years, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't think that we've been in this position before, we are so calm in this situation. Our goal right now is to explain to you guys, calm the hell down and do not worry. There's a reason that we tell you guys your 1%, if it's typically $100, you drop that thing to $5. There's a reason that we play very low risk and we attack maximum risk to reward, because in one day, after the entire week of last week, we could end up smacking today going 12-0, and all of a sudden we're back up 20% in one day. That is how volatile this system is. But going back to it, our 5% whale bet. Say we are to lose. Obviously, as Nick just mentioned, we have 4 parlays in our system, all risking 1%. Our 5% whale shot is a single individual play risking 5%. So say we were to lose all 4 of those parlays and we win that single individual bet, we are automatically in profit 1% on the day. And something keynote I am going to throw at you guys, that 5% whale shot can be anywhere from all the way up to minus 195. That is how clean your line can be, because that 0.5 of a decimal, that will still keep you in profit 0.05% on the day if you were to take a money line at minus 190. We don't have a money line play, a money line plus 1 or minus 190 play. We have a minus 120 as our whale shot tonight. But I do want to tap that in for you guys as well, just to let you know. Listen, this whale shot, these odds could go all the way up to minus 195, and that is still a profitable system. But with that being said, Nick, what time is it, brother?
It's parlay time. Let's get it. Come on, let's hit a couple of these.
All right, we're gonna sit on the diamond here with game number 1. We've got the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line, minus 125, rolling into Pittsburgh to play the Pirates. We've got a total sitting at 8.5. Pittsburgh, they're presently one of the worst teams in baseball offensively. They're averaging 3.2 runs per game. St. Louis, they're second in the league when it comes to offensive runs scored. They're also on a 3-game losing streak, and the public is going to be pounding them tonight. Reverse flip, give me the Pirates here in game 1, plus 105 on the money line. Nick, hit him with game 2.
Game 2, we're staying on the diamond. We got the Texas Rangers and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs slight favorite on the money line, minus 130. The total sitting at 5.5 here. While the Rangers, they're coming in this game on a 5-game winning streak here. They just swept the Rays on the weekend here, as the Cubs this season are 7-5 to start. They took 2 out of 3 games against San Diego there. Justin Steele will be on the mound. He's got a record of 2-1 this season, going up against Nathan Eovaldi. I like the way the Cubs have been swinging these bats early this season. Give me the Cubs on the money line over the Texas Rangers. So for our first 2-team parlay, we are taking the Pirates money line and the Cubs money line at odds of plus 265. Let's head on over to our second 2-team parlay. Staying on the diamond, we got the San Diego Padres heavy favorite, minus 155 on the money line against the Athletics. The total sitting at 8.5 here. The Padres, they just won their last game there against the Cubs on Sunday. They did not get swept there, so they won that Sunday game. Now traveling back to the West Coast to play the Athletics. The Athletics, they lost on Sunday against the Rockies. King will be on the mound here for the San Diego Padres. He already has a win on the season. He'll be matched up here against the Athletics. Luis Severino, his last game was against the Chicago Cubs, and the Cubs hit him well at home. I think the Padres hit Severino well at home in this one as well. I like the San Diego Padres to win on the run line here. Take the Padres minus 1.5 over the Athletics. Griff, hit him with game 2.
Game number 2, we're on the diamond. We've got the Los Angeles Dodgers on the money line, minus 180, rolling into Washington to play the Nats. Total sitting at 7.5, and I got to say, this Dodgers team, they're 9-2 on the year, and right off the bat, it's safe to say this is going to be one of the most competitive teams in the league this season. Washington just took 2 of 3 against Arizona, but now they got the Dodgers in town. Dodgers are 7th in runs scored and 4th in runs against on the defensive side. Mackenzie Gore will be getting a start for this Nationals team. This guy's no joke. He's got nasty stuff when he's locked in, but when you're dealing with a powerhouse offense with this Los Angeles Dodgers team, you just can't fade them. Give me the Dodgers here on the money line to lock this game up as a safety kit at minus 180. So for our 2-team parlay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking the Padres minus 1.5, and we'll be taking the Dodgers on the money line, odds of plus 240. Going back to the volatility system, as I've mentioned over and over again, and I'm going to talk about it again, ladies and gentlemen, this system is all about peaks and valleys, highs, lows, highs, lows. Obviously, we hit that low point. We just filled our accounts up, but at one point during this show, we were up over 35% profit. So if you guys did not rinse anywhere within 20 to 35%, you need to wake up. It's not our job to do that for you.
Wake up.
You need to know when it is time to take profit. We could start throwing in little gimps at you guys of when we are taking profits, but 35% and you're not taking profits, well, then what the hell are you really doing? So with that being said, let's get into this even more, because right now we are down. Refill the accounts back up, get back in action, because I feel a massive day unloaded. As you guys can tell, the energy is not there. The volume is not there. I mean, I'm besides myself right now with this PC. I'd love to be right next to Nick right now, absolutely screaming at the microphone right now.
Let's get it up.
Getting you guys all jacked up right now. I'm besides myself. But with that being said, professionalism is key. As everybody, the comments, everybody wants professionalism. You guys want professionalism? Well, I guess we're going to bring it back, baby, and let's get the action going. 3-team parlay, game number 1. Let's go on the ice. We got the Seattle Kraken rolling into Los Angeles to play the Kings. Kings are minus 230 on the money line. We have a total sitting at 5.5. Los Angeles, I mean, this is flat out just straightforward. 29-4-4 at home. They've won 4 consecutive games, and they're dealing with the Kraken team who's 16-21-1 on the road. Don't overthink this play at all. Take Los Angeles here on the puck line plus 120 for game number 1. Nick, hit him with game number 2.
Game number 2, staying on the ice, we got the Edmonton Oilers minus 145 on the money line here against the Anaheim Ducks. The total sitting at 6.5. The Oilers just got shut out on the road 3-0 versus those Los Angeles Kings there, while both teams are coming off losses in their last game. The Oilers, they're 21-15 this season on the road, while the Anaheim Ducks this season, they're 19-17 here at home. The Oilers still scoring over 3 goals per game, while the Anaheim Ducks rank 27th in the National Hockey League in goals per game here. I believe it's a bounce back game. Don't overthink it here for the Oilers. I like the Oilers money line over the Anaheim Ducks. Let's go to our third and final game of this 3-teamer. We got the national championship here. We got the Florida Gators minus 1.5 coming in on the Houston Cougars, total sitting at 140.5. And like I said earlier, what a comeback by this Houston Cougars team, down 6 points with 33 seconds left to win that game outright, taking down Duke. You got to tip your caps to them. Now playing Florida here, who took down Auburn in their last matchup, 79-73. I just think this defense has shown it game in and game out through this whole entire tournament here. They play hard-nosed defense and will shut down these Florida Gators. Give me the Houston Cougars money line over the Florida Gators for the national championship. So for our 3-team parlay, we are taking the Los Angeles Kings minus 1.5. We're taking the Oilers on the money line, and we're taking the Houston Cougars on the money line at odds of plus 575. Now let's head to our Hail Mary of them all. Boy, do we need to hit one of these. It's killing us. Let's go to game 1. We're on the hardwood floor. We got the NBA. Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat. The Heat laying a number here, minus 14.5, while the total is sitting at 214.5. Both of these teams coming off losses, while the Miami Heat, they're on a 2-game losing streak here. In this Philadelphia 76ers, well, they're on an 11-game losing streak here. Philly just dropped 109 points in their last game at home against the Timberwolves. I think that this Philadelphia 76ers team, if they could get over that 100 standpoint, I believe this over hits. I know the Heat will bounce back at home, especially on a 2-game losing streak. I love the over in this game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat of over 100 and 214.5 points. Griff, hit him with game number 2.
Game number 2, we're on the diamond. We've got the Houston Astros rolling into Seattle to play the Mariners. Mariners are minus 165 on the money line. We have a total sitting at 7.5. Logan Gilbert gets his second start of the season. This guy's absolutely sensational on the rubber. Nick, he pitched against you at Stetson, absolutely lit your ass up.
I'm 0-2. I'm 0-2 in my lifetime against him. He struck me out both times. We won't go there.
I'm in college with my buddies. We're all sitting in our condo or our apartment, drinking together, watching. We're like, you know what? Nick's on. He's playing for Tech. He's playing this team. Who was he playing for?
Stetson.
Stetson. And this guy comes out throwing 95, 98 miles an hour. Gives Nick the what do they call that, Nick? The 4 strikeouts.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, folks.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Absolutely lit him up. But this guy's absolutely sensational on the rubber as an MLB pitcher and a college pitcher. He opened up the season with the loss, and it's very rare to see Gilbert come out with 2 consecutive losses on back-to-back. Seattle, they have one of the best bullpens in baseball to back him up. Houston right now, they're just not scoring runs, man. They're 29th in baseball when it comes to offensive runs per game. And when you look at a game like this, you got to back Logan Gilbert up tonight. Take Seattle here on the money line at minus 165. Nick, hit him with game number 3.
Staying on the diamond, Cincinnati Reds and the San Francisco Giants. Giants slight favorite, minus 155 here on the money line. The total sitting at 6.5. How about these Giants?
Well, was it
How
the
about
golden sombrero?
the golden sombrero? Yeah, that was
That's
that
what it
game, but
is.
he only struck me out twice. Let's not go back in the past, giving me PTSD on that. But here, the Giants here, they're on a 7-game winning streak right now, and they'll have their ace on the mound who pitches his best at home. Logan Webb will be pitching at home for the San Francisco Giants here. It's a night game. They got Hunter Green on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds. Green lost his last time out against the Texas Rangers there, but this Giants team 3-0 at home. You got your ace on the mound, Logan Webb, where he pitches his best. Give me the San Francisco Giants on the money line over the Cincinnati Reds. Griff, hit him with game number 4.
Game number 4, we're on the ice. We've got the Calgary Flames on the money line, -195, rolling into San Jose to play the Sharks. Total sitting at 5.5. San Jose, I mean, they're 12-25-2 at home this season. They're 31st in offensive goals per game and dead last on the defensive side when it comes to goals against. This is a divisional matchup. Calgary, they're a stout 12-4-5 in the Pacific, while San Jose is 4-14-3. Take Calgary on the puck line, odds of +130. So for our 14 parlay, we're taking the over 214.5 between the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. We're taking the Seattle Mariners on the money line. We're taking the Giants on the money line, and we're taking the Calgary Flames on the puck line, odds of +1080. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, before we get the bow and arrow shot going, we do want to let you guys know we appreciate all of your feedback, the continuous comments, likes, good and bad, all of that stuff. We will continuously respond to you guys, whether it's good or bad. We appreciate all that stuff. And if you guys do like this show, please give it a thumbs up. It only helps Nick and myself. And we get, honestly, it's a pro for us. We're going to call it how it is here. Everybody, please smash that subscribe button, turn on those, all that BS. It really does help us. So we would appreciate it if you guys do like the show. If you don't like the show, don't subscribe and don't give us a thumbs up. But if you guys do like the show, please go ahead and do so. Obviously, it takes 2 seconds. And turn on those notifications because this show is posted every single day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So tap in, get those notifications rolling. But now, Nick, get the bow.
Let's get it. Our whale bet, baby.
We're on the diamond, baby. Well, I'm pulling out the bow right now. We got the Minnesota Twins rolling into Kansas City to play the Royals. Royals -120 on the money line. Total sitting at 8.5. Minnesota, they just continue to lose games that are must-win matchups. Yesterday, they had a 7-1 lead, ended up blowing that game. This team is just not executing right now. Tonight, they've got to deal with Michael Lorenzen. This guy has filthy stuff, and if he's on point, I believe Minnesota's going to struggle once again offensively. Give me the Royals here at home to win this game with fair value -120 line. Nick?
Simply said there, the Royals coming off a nice win against the Baltimore Orioles. They're at home 4-1. They are 1 game below 500 here on the season, 4-5. I believe they get to 500 here. This Minnesota Twins team is just struggling offensively. And then when they do score runs like yesterday, they give it up in the bullpen. I love these Kansas City Royals here. I believe they get the job done and the bats stay hot. Give me the Royals on the money line over the Minnesota Twins for our 5% whale, baby. Boom. Let's
Try and
go.
get it going, guys. All right, let's recap this parlay. Parlay number 1, take the Pirates on the money line. Take the Cubs on the money line. Odds of +265. Parlay number 2, take the Padres on the run line. Take the Dodgers on the money line. Odds of +240. Parlay number 3, take the LA Kings on the puck line. Take the Oilers on the money line. Take the Houston Cougars on the money line. Odds of +575 in our 4-leg parlay. Take the over 214.5 between the Miami Heat and the Philadelphia 76ers. Take the Seattle Mariners on the money line. Take the San Francisco Giants on the money line. And take Calgary Flames on the puck line. Odds of +1080. And then our bow and arrow shot, ladies and gentlemen. Take the Royals at home on the money line. Fair value -120 is our bow and arrow shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's have a week here, huh?
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dirty 630 show. We are DocSports.com. We appreciate you guys continuously tuning in. We will be back tomorrow with some more action. I feel a massive day on tap, so get ready, lock and loaded. Fill those accounts back up because we're going to have a massive day on tap. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Dirty 630 show. We are DocSports.com, and we will see you guys tomorrow.